What's up, Dragon Nation? I'm Rich with Dragon Nation Gaming. Welcome back to Space Engineers. Last episode, we just went around a little bit, just try to find some ores. What we're going to do in this episode is this time, I need a base. I need a permanent base so I can get some other stuff started. So you can see right behind me, I do have a projection of the base that I've gotten so far. Now, this thing might change at some point. I don't know. We'll have to figure that all out. But I got the main foundation started. That's the one that I'm standing on right now. First thing I need to do is we're going to need the ramp to get into the facility. So that way any wheeled vehicles that I need to get down there, we can get down there with ease. Shouldn't take a whole lot of time. It should be pretty simple. But once I have that done, I can go ahead and start digging out all the stone where we need to build. I only got about like a third of the base. Well, just the outside, the armor blocks. That's all I've done to this base so far. But yeah, let's go ahead. We'll get started with the ramp and see how that's going to work out. Alright, so last episode you guys saw me, I was showing off this base that I was building in our multiplayer world in creative. So what I did was I saved the blueprint and brought it up here, so that way I could go ahead and use the projection for an outline of all the stone that I need to get rid of. And this is pretty much what it's going to look like. So I don't know, I think it'll be alright. But yeah, now that it's going in the mountains, I don't have to worry about size or shape. I could build this thing as big as I want to inside the mountain and not have to worry about it being too wide, too tall, whatever. So it gives me a lot of opportunity. Yeah, it's still raining. I haven't turned off the weather yet. I'm going to do that here pretty soon though. So the first thing we need to do is I want to try to get our vehicle down inside of the base, because that's where it's all going to be parking. Now, what I'm also going to try to do is I want these hinges to be able to move. I want to be able to close up those hinges and make a platform that goes across here. That way, maybe I could put like a door right here so people can get into the facility. Now, there are going to be stairs over here, this little slot on either side. But it would be nice if I could have like, I don't know, security or something. The control room is going to be right up here. Now, what this is designed off of is the UNSC, the human base from Halo Wars. So I always thought that was a really cool design, and I always wanted to use it, but never actually got around to it. But now I'm going to give it a shot and see how well it's going to work out. So there are other designs on the Steam Workshop, but I'm going to try to make this one mine. I'm going to try not to copy other people. There are a few ideas that I'll probably end up copying, but as far as the actual design, I'm going to try not to. So right now I'm going to go ahead and show you a picture of what the base looks like so you can get an idea of what I'm trying to do. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't find any pictures that actually showed the inside of the base. So we're going to have to be creative with how the inside of the base is built. But yeah, let's go ahead and try to build this ramp. So what I want to do is we need to figure out how long the ramp is going to be. We're also going to have to test out the blocks, the collisions from the blocks. So let's go ahead and get the hinge. The hinges are already, oh, I need the resources, my bad. The hinges are already set up. They're ready to go. That's why I'm using the blueprint. And that should be enough to hopefully finish the hinges. So, in the creative world, or in the live stream world, it is in creative. All the hinges are already set up. I need to turn them around though. They're facing the wrong way. We need it to face up so we can go ahead and get all the blocks and everything in. So, there we go. So yeah, because they're facing down right now, if I try to put a block in here, it would not work. Because it's kind of melded in with it. So I need to turn those hinges around real quick. Alright, so hinge. So what these do is I only have them set up to a 45-degree angle right now. So they'll go from lower limit of 0 to an upper limit of 45. So right now they should be at 0, and then when they go back down they'll be at a 45-degree angle. What I need to do now is I need to figure out the length. So like I was saying, I'm not going to use blast doors because I want to be able to connect things to the ramp. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do about that, but we'll figure it out at some point. But now, because they changed the collisions in the game, we can actually put blocks right here, right next to other ones, and it's not going to mess with that hinge at all. What I want to do, I think it's 11. If I didn't miscount, it should be 11 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? Yep, that'll be perfect. Because as it drops down, it'll actually be a little bit shorter. But I saw one design that had a pretty good idea for closing that gap. Something I never would have thought of. To use the steel catwalk, kind of like... Nope, I'm hitting the wrong damn button. Like that. So the steel block, or the steel catwalk, actually makes that little lip right here for the railing. That actually closes off that gap pretty well. Well, what I need to do is I need to go ahead and get the hinges connected as well. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now what I need to do is I need to get those welded up, go ahead and close the gap, and then we need to build merge blocks and try to merge all that together. So because we have blast doors back here, we should have enough room to go ahead and put regular armor blocks. Like that. Yeah, like I said, I need to go ahead and get these 2 hinges connected. So let me go ahead and build the platform and get it to the point where we can go ahead and start using the merge blocks. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and give this a shot. So what we try to figure out in oh shit, I need power. Hold on. So what we figured out with merge blocks is they actually changed the way, because of the collisions, it's actually easier to use them now. All you got to do is leave them unbuilt, and you can go ahead and put them on top of each other. If you built that merge block, you wouldn't be able to put the other one right here. But now we can just place it, but now we have to build it. So let me go ahead and try to do the one down here, and now the one up here, and there they are, connected. Now we just need to go ahead and permanently connect them. There we go. Now we can go ahead and get rid of the merge blocks. There we go. Oh, I dropped some. Yep, I dropped some. My bad. Alright, let's go and weld this up. And grab that stuff that I dropped down here. There we go. Alright, then we'll go ahead and get this all welded up and test out if this thing's gonna work. And then I need you. Oh, I need interior plate. My bad. So yeah, I definitely need to figure out some sort of way of transporting cargo, especially since our base is so far away. So that's pretty much what the best part of this game is just you come to a problem that takes too long or it's too difficult to do, and you try to figure out some sort of creation that allows you to do it easier. Alright, small steel tube and interior plates. So the next problem we're having is I need to transport resources from our main base right now, or our temporary base inside of the mountain, to over to this section. Alright, let's go ahead and test this out and see how well it's going to work. Alright, so all we need to do is reverse the hinges. I also want to try to keep an eye on this thing and see if it's going to work out. So whenever you're trying to move the hinges, when blocks are right next to each other, let me go ahead and show you. With the blocks being this close together, there's going to be a lot of friction, a lot of resistance. So the hinges actually have to be turned up. The power on them has to be turned up. So we got those two hinges right there. So as I showed earlier, we have the velocity. I might go ahead and turn that down. Let's go ahead and make it negative 0.5. Let's just half it. So that way nothing breaks. Lower limits set to 0. Upper limits are set to 45-degree angle. It's not going to be an entire 45-degree angle, but we'll figure it out when we get to that point. Then, of course, I have the torque and the braking torque turned up to max on both of them. Is it on both of them? I think it is. Let me see. Yep, so now all we need to do is go ahead and reverse them. And hopefully... Nope. Of course not. Yep, I'm gonna have to turn up the speed a little bit more. It's going too slow. That's why I wouldn't go down. Alright, well, let's go ahead and do a velocity of 1. And then reverse. And reverse again. Nope, it's getting stuck on something. So yeah, the collisions are not perfect. I can get it though. Just give me a second. Okay, I know what's going on. Hold on. Let me see if I can do something real quick. Do the hinges. I've never tried this. No, they don't. That sucks. Alright, well, we're just going to smash this thing into place. Let's go 2. And then reverse. And... oh, you know what? I know what's going on. Hold on. I think I know what's going on. I can't get in there. Let me get rid of you. Yeah, it's right here. It's getting stuck on this block below us. So what I need to do is I need to switch those out. Let me go ahead and make sure the projection is saved, and then we'll turn off the projection. So projector, keep projection, shut it off. And now we can see the issue a little bit better. It's this block right here. Yeah, it's not letting us turn it. So I do want it to be a solid block, but solid block might create an issue. Let me try this. See if this will work. I don't know if it will, but I guess we'll find out. Let me go ahead and get rid of the other ones. How about now? Nope, it's still going to create an issue. So what I need to do is, instead of switching this one out, what I need to do is try to switch these out. I don't know if this is going to work, but yeah, we'll try this. Now the issue is I don't want to disconnect anything. That would be bad. So what? Let me go ahead and try to switch all this out. We just won't be able to switch it out where the hinges are, which might be another issue. You know what? I might just go ahead and just leave this gap right here. All right, let's give that a shot. Let me go ahead and get rid of all these blocks. And, well, let's try it now. It might work now. Hinge, reverse. And I think the hinges might be broken because it doesn't look like they want to move anymore. Yep, I'm gonna have to rebuild the whole fucking thing. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright, so this time, instead of doing the entire ramp, we're just gonna do a little bit at a time. See if this is actually gonna work. So what I did was, the hinges were fine. I think they were actually trying to move in opposite directions. Not sure, we'll have to see. But I just went ahead and put these ramps right here, or those slopes. Now we want to test it out and see if the damn thing is going to move. So it should move. It really should. Alright, reverse. Alright, there it goes. So yeah, that does work. Now I need to go ahead and finish the rest of the ramp. Alright, so I think I figured out what the issue was. Because I was using the projection, the settings for the hinges didn't stay. So what I had to do was I had to go back into the hinges and I had to change the torque. I actually had to go down and then back up, and then it worked fine. So that was the issue. But let's go ahead and test it out, make sure this actually meets up. I think we should be good now. Or at least I hope so. Yeah, I think we're okay. But let's go ahead and lower this thing. We'll go ahead and reverse the hinges and then see what else we can do with it. So hinge, and reverse. There it is. It works. So yeah, look at the lip it leaves. So yeah, using these, what are they called again? The steel catwalk. I never would have actually thought of that. So it's actually kind of cool sometimes to go on the Steam Workshop and see ideas that you never would have thought of before. But yeah, I never would have thought about that. The only issue that I think we'll have, well, this is not too bad. It's not a really big gap. I mean, it is kind of ugly. I wish it met up just like it does down there, but yeah, the catwalks won't work on this one. I need something that actually points down. Could I switch out? No, that'd be too much. I was thinking, do I have those set up yet? Yes, I do. I was thinking maybe this, the half for the 2x1 ramps or the 1x2 ramps, but I think the angle is too steep, so that would just make it look worse. Not like that. Oh. No, that'd be bad. So yeah, kind of like that. Already is too steep, so yeah, definitely not. That one would not work. Well, there's only one thing to do. Let's go ahead and see if the truck can get over it. You know what? I need to take, for right now, I need to take this guy off. So let's go ahead and land it real quick. So I can go ahead and get rid of the trailer and we can see if this thing is actually going to work. So let's get out. Go ahead and drop the legs for the trailer. Alright, now we just need to disconnect and then we'll see if the truck can go down that ramp. If it can get over that bump. So 4, 5, 6, and 4. Oh, did I lock it? Oh, I guess I didn't have the locks turned on. I didn't have the parking brakes on. Alright, so this first bump right here, yep, the truck gets over it easily, no issue. So yeah, it took me quite some time to get this set up, so that way I could try to get the blocks as close to the ice as possible. I mean, it's not the greatest, but it's good enough for the truck to get over. So yeah, no high centering, which is always good. Yeah, it's not too bad. I can actually go over those bumps pretty fast. Alright, the other issue is going to be this bump, though. Well, it's not too bad. Oh, no, slow down. Yeah, it's actually not that bad. It's definitely not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Alright, let's go and park this real quick. Oh, nope, hold on. Park. There you go. So yeah, the ramp actually kind of works. And then we got this bump right here, but it's not as bad as a bump up there, so I think this one would be easy too. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, now let's try this. What I need to do is we're going to go ahead and turn, slow down the hinges just a little bit and see if it does actually come all the way up. So we're going to go by half and then reverse it. There it is. And yep, it's even with the platform. So yeah, what would happen is, I also need to put that blast door back, is say somebody comes up and they want access to my base. Now of course they would have to go through security and stuff like that, so there would be a door somewhere over here for them to go into a security room to get like searched or passports checked or whatever. I don't know. it's just trying to use my imagination a little bit. Alright, so what they would do is they would park on the platform, and then they would get out. They would go to security, which would be on either side, and if security says yeah, sure, go ahead, then we would take the ramp and we would lower it. So hinge, reverse, allowing them access to the base. And there it is. It's actually gonna work. But yeah, at some point I do also need to go ahead and have buttons on this thing. That's why I wanted to try to use the armor blocks instead of the blast doors, because now I can take a button and let's put it right here. I could put a button right here, or I should be able to if I have the resources. What do I need? Interior? There we go. So yeah, now the buttons I can actually set on the armor blocks, because the buttons do not snap to... Okay, if I can get it. Hold on. Will not snap to the blast doors, because the blast doors are not a full armor block. Not only that, but I could also put some lights on there. If I turn it around the right way. Hold on. I'll get it eventually. Maybe. There we go. So yeah, if I have the resource, let's go ahead and grab some construction components. I didn't even realize those take construction components to start. But yeah, now we can actually snap the lights to right here and the whole thing can move. So yeah, not half bad. So another thing I want to do is, usually when I do my creations, I build my creations and design them so anybody could use them on any planet or moon. So what we need to do is we need to make this thing airtight. Problem is the opening. Let me go ahead and turn the projection back on so I can show you. This one I'm gonna have to figure out. If I can't figure it out, I don't know what I'll do. But yeah, the projector, we'll go ahead and turn that back on. And yeah, so what we have is this opening right here, which is, I think it was like 6 blocks. 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 blocks. The issue is I need to be able to bring the vehicle into the base. And if I put, I could put blast airtight hangar doors down 1 block, but the issue is that would be another bump for this thing to try to go over. Let me go ahead and set this up. Let me show you why that will be an issue. Alright, I've been created real quick so I could do this. I think I said blast door, I meant airtight hangar door. So we have the airtight hangar door, which we could actually put down 1 more level. But this thing could be extremely bumpy because it's a little bit higher than 1 block. So that would just be another bump that we would have to get over. Not only that, but if I put it somewhere, it'd probably be this line right here. So I'd have to get rid of these blocks, and then I'd put the airtight hangar door there. Yeah, it would have to be this block. And then we'd have another set right there. So the airtight hangar doors will close up to 3 blocks. So let me show you real quick. Let's get a battery on this thing. Then I'll reverse it, and you can see how tall that is. So airtight hangar door closed. So the main body, the frame of it, this part right here, is a little bit more than 1 block high. But when you close it or you extend them, the door itself is actually 2 blocks high. So altogether this is 3 blocks. So what I would have to do is at the top, since we have 5 blocks to cover, I would just put the, if you guys could even see the projection, it'd be about right here would be 1 set of airtight hangar doors, which would close up 3 blocks. And then I could put this in the floor to cover up the 2 blocks. So that'd be 5. 2 plus 3 is 5. But yeah, the only thing I'm worried about is the bump. The bump is not great. And it will, I don't know, maybe because they changed collisions it wouldn't be so bad. Maybe. So that would have to be the next thing I do, but we're gonna have to wait until next episode. So I'll go ahead and try to get the frame, the door frame right here done. I'll go ahead and put the blast doors down, and then we'll test out and see how bumpy it is. I also need to do a lot of drilling, try to get rid of some of the stone so we can actually go ahead and start getting into the base. But yeah, we'll worry about all that in next episode. Until then, make sure to like and subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.